Hi, I'm Shreyas Gopal, leg spinner, middle order batsman, play for the Chennai Super Kings. Shreyas Gopal, the sportsman, was very apt early on. I wasn't a very studious person. Not that I would say I was very bad, but I was not the brightest of students. So I love sport. I love going out and playing outdoors. So I played a bit of badminton. I was into roller skating, a bit of karate, cricket, and I have played a lot of sports. As a younger kid, cricket stuck with me, and something that I enjoyed the most. Probably, if you look at the other sports that I mentioned, they were individual sports, and I like winning as a team. In cricket you can even win even if you don't do well, and that's not a case with an individual sport. So something like it was my thing where I want to do well, and if someone doesn't do well, he still has to be winning. So probably team sport was most apt for me in that sense. So that's why I liked cricket the most. Plays to school cricket. I started off as a batsman. I never bowled for the longest time, and I was getting quite a few runs in junior cricket. I've played all age group cricket. I've led all age group cricket, so I've enjoyed every bit of it, and I've experienced junior cricket. A lot of things. If you look at the under 16s and school tournaments, I have more memories as a batsman than a bowler. So it was like school cricket. I did have a lot of good cricketers in my school, like Karun Nayak, Kunal Kapoor, and few others were there. But once they passed out of school, then it was probably only me. In the 9th and 10th, it was only me. So it was like, if it kind of felt like if I get out at say 50, 60, sometimes you're 80, 90, 100 all out. It was like, so it was good fun that everything I had to score if you had to win. So it was very good that way. But obviously just taking a school van, going playing cricket. Then if you do well, going back, and then the teacher announces in the class saying that you've done well. Those things were really very special for me. I was obviously trying to avoid that. I was a very shy kid, and most times I didn't want to go back to school because they would do that and things like that. But then if you look back, it's they talk about it with so much pride and with so much love. So if you can just give back to them, why not? And those are very special moments for me as well. Whenever I bowled leg spin. So up until under 16, under 19, I didn't bowl too much. And then I remember Rahul sir coming and telling me, if you want to play Ranji Trophy and if you want to play anything higher than that, you'll have to take your bowling a lot more seriously, and your batting can take a back step from today onwards. And that's my suggestion. And it was a little bit of a heartbreak at that time because I loved batting so much. But if you fast forward it now to today's thing, I mean, if bowling was not there, I don't think I'd have got these opportunities as a batsman. And it was that time when I thought, why not? Let me just try and bowl a few overs, and if I can get 2 wickets and some runs, it's only going to add to the team's benefit. So growing up, it was Anil sir who was my role model. So my whole action was definitely modeled around him. I wouldn't say now, because I think it's just become a part of me. But at first, when I was say 14, 15, 13, whenever I bowled and all that, I was just trying to copy him. When I bowled leg spin, and I was trying to bowl like Harbhajan Singh when I was trying to bowl off spin. So that's how I started bowling. IPL is a very important tournament for the Indian cricketers especially. It's such a massive platform for all of us that we are going to be viewed by crores and crores of people, right? So you do well in front of them. It's obviously it's very similar to international cricket in a lot of sense. You're not wearing a jersey, but the number of people watching it are as much, if not more. You're going to be playing against and with some of the best players across the world. and you're going to be rubbing shoulders with some of the greatest cricketers to have played the sport. Either with you in your team, against you in the other support staff, or in your support staff. The thing that stands out is my hat trick against RCB. That moment, it really told me that you can really do well at this level, and that the confidence from here just went 2 notches higher. And at the end of the day, cricket is so much of a confidence game. Form is so much of a confidence thing. So when you start doing well, you keep doing well. When you start doing badly, you kind of go through that tempo as well. So that kind of gave me that thing of, boss, you're here, you can really do well. I mean, I was at fine leg actually, so he just walked past like that. I knew trouble is on its way, and if someone has to walk in, especially him being probably the coolest cricketer, the calmest cricketer, if he has to walk in, then there's something that's really bothered him or not right. And if you look at it, probably the only time when Mahibhai walked in where there was absolute pin drop silence and no one spoke, and it was just like, what is just happening right now? And that was the only time I saw him walk into a field and everyone was just quiet. You need to ensure that when you do well, you have to make your team win, and that's something that comes with performance, and you try and multiply those things and try and do as well as you can, try and perform as well as you can, try and work as hard as you can, try and be as disciplined as you can. The longer you do that, the chances of making that breakthrough are so much more. And I'm very glad that I was able to, especially in the last 4 years, that I was able to stick to a very proper routine and a very disciplined pattern. It's a pattern that I follow, even if it's practice, whether it is match. I'm very proud of that. I could follow that pattern, and if you see, the results in the last 2 years have been coming on my side, and I'm very grateful for that.